Arsenal explore Jarell Quansah, but Leverkusen say no. Arsenal fans, stop scrolling because there is a fresh defensive transfer development that could have a major impact on Mikel Arteta's plans. Arsenal have explored a potential deal for Bayer Leverkusen defender Jarell Quansah, but there is a huge problem. Leverkusen have reportedly made their internal position very clear. Quansa is not for sale right now. So why are Arsenal interested? Why does Quansa fit Arteta's system? And could the situation still change before the transfer window closes? Let's break it down. Welcome back to Arsenal Daily Talk, your home for the latest Arsenal transfer news and breaking updates. And if you're an Arsenal fan, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications and stay with us for every major transfer development. Why Arsenal want Quansa? Arsenal's interest comes at a crucial time. Mikel Arteta needs defensive depth, particularly with concerns surrounding the fitness and availability of William Saliba and Jurrien Timber. Arsenal are preparing for another demanding season involving the Premier League, Champions League and domestic competitions. That means Arteta needs quality options at the back, and Quansa is an interesting profile. The 23-year-old England international can play as a centre-back and also provide versatility at right-back. That flexibility could be extremely valuable for Arsenal. Arteta wants defenders who are comfortable on the ball, intelligent positionally and capable of contributing to Arsenal's possession-based style. Quansa fits many of those requirements. That is why Arsenal have explored the possibility of bringing him to North London. But Leverkusen have slammed the door. Here is where the story becomes complicated. Bayer Leverkusen reportedly consider Quansa an important part of their squad, and their current internal decision is that he is not for sale this summer. That means Arsenal could be interested, they could make contact, they could even be prepared to offer serious money, but Leverkusen are under no pressure to sell. And that puts the German club in a very strong negotiating position. If Arsenal want to change their minds, it could take an enormous offer. Arsenal could face a massive price. Leverkusen reportedly paid Liverpool more than £30 million for Quansa last summer. Since then, his importance to the squad has increased, so Arsenal should not expect to simply offer around the same amount and get a deal done. If Leverkusen were eventually willing to negotiate, the price could be significantly higher. And this creates a major question for Arsenal's recruitment team. Is Quansa worth spending a huge amount on when the club has other areas of the squad to strengthen? That decision could determine whether this story goes any further. Could the situation change? And now Arsenal fans will be asking one question. Is the deal completely dead? Not necessarily. Transfer windows can change very quickly. A club can say a player is not for sale, but a massive offer can sometimes change the situation. An injury crisis could also increase Arsenal's urgency, and if Quansa himself wanted a move, that could potentially add another layer to the negotiations. But right now, the message from Leverkusen is clear: they want to keep him. So Arsenal may have to decide whether to push aggressively or move on to alternative defensive targets. What should Arsenal do? Personally, this is where Arsenal need to be extremely careful. Quansa is an attractive option because of his age, quality and versatility, but Arsenal should not overpay simply because they need defensive depth. If Leverkusen demand an enormous fee, Arsenal could decide that another target offers better value. But if Arteta and the recruitment team believe Quansa is the right long-term player, Arsenal could potentially continue exploring the situation. And with the transfer window approaching its decisive stages, this is certainly one to watch. Arsenal fans, your verdict. Now I want to hear from you. Should Arsenal continue trying to sign Jarell Quansah? Would you pay £40 million, £50 million or even £60 million for him? Or should Arsenal walk away if Leverkusen demand a massive fee? Let me know your opinion in the comments. And don't forget, your comments help us understand what Arsenal fans really think about these transfer stories. Final verdict. So here's the situation. Arsenal have explored a deal for Jarell Quansah. The 23-year-old defender fits Arteta's system and offers valuable versatility. Arsenal's defensive concerns have made reinforcements important. But Bayer Leverkusen reportedly consider Quansa a key player and have currently closed the door on a sale. That means Arsenal face a difficult decision: push harder and potentially pay a huge fee, or move on and find another defensive solution. For now, Quansa remains a difficult transfer, but this story is not one Arsenal fans should completely ignore. If you enjoyed this Arsenal update, smash the like button, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk and turn on notifications so you never miss the next Arsenal transfer bomb. Thanks for watching. This is Arsenal Daily Talk. Come on, you Gunners.